Okay, the last day of summer, can you believe it, is 2 weeks from today. So the season change is the perfect time to start a new hair journey. If you have chemically straightened hair and plan to go natural, Good Hair Day Salon owner Latara Edmond is here to share some tips to make it a smooth transition. You know what, you and I were just talking and I'm like, is there a woman who doesn't have hair problems? I mean, it's just like, it's ubiquitous, you know?
Right.
But anyway, you're here to solve some of them for us. All right, why is now a good time to start that natural journey?
Well, it's a good time to start because your hair grows on average about 1/4 to 1/2 inch in a month.
Okay.
And so by this time next year, you will have enough virgin hair to be able to explore different natural hairstyles, like maybe the big chop, a rod set, crochets, or weaves.
Okay, you have tips that we're going to get to. So the first one you said is know your hair traits.
Yes, knowing
What's that mean?
your hair traits are extremely important. So for example, your curl pattern. Is your curl, which is the shape of your curl.
Right.
Okay, so is it a spiral? Is it a wave? Is it an S shape or even a zigzag shape? The other trait that you'll need to know is texture. And texture is the size of the hair strand. So if you take one of your hair strands and single it out, how big or small is that hair strand? So it's fine, medium, or coarse. And then the density, which is quantity. It's how many hair strands you actually have on your head.
Okay, so you go to somebody like you for help on all this,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Okay, because I'm like, okay, how do you figure all that out? All right, you talk about porosity.
Right.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, it's porosity.
Okay. You say that people should know what your hair porosity is. What is that, and how do you test for that?
Porosity is your hair's ability to absorb and retain either moisture, product, or chemical. And the way that you can test it is you can get a cup of water, put some of your hair strands, because we shed about up to 100 hair strands a day, put a couple of hair strands in the water. If it sinks, then your hair is highly porous. It absorbs and retains.
Okay.
If it floats, then it is low porosity, and so it repels, and it's hard for it to penetrate into the hair shaft. And if it starts floating and slowly starts to sink, then it's normal porosity, which is what we want to aim for.
Okay. Does that change depending on how you care for your hair?
It can change if you have chemical processes and how you maintain the hair. Yes.
Okay. If you're dealing with two different textures,
yes,
and it's wash day, what should be a part of that? Because that can be confusing.
Right. You want to make sure you have a really good shampoo and conditioner that's going to hydrate, smooth, and strengthen the hair, and a leave-in conditioner that has some slip so that it helps to detangle the hair. And it just helps to minimize breakage and to blend those two different curl patterns.
Okay. And you say that your last tip and the most important one, the one that a lot of women are doing, is embrace your natural. Why is that so important? Just in terms of hair, not self-image, but just hair.
Well, because oftentimes people are inspired by their family members, their friends, or even social media influencers. But the their hair traits that inspired you may not be similar to yours. So you really need to embrace your hair traits and the type of style choices that you can have for your hair.
Okay, what about detangling? And I mean, maybe show us a little bit here. What's the best way to detangle, in your opinion?
The best way to detangle is with a wide tooth comb and taking the hair into small sections. And then with her hair, you can also sometimes finger comb, depending on the curl pattern of your hair. If it's a looser wave, you can use your fingers to go through and detangle the hair. But a wide tooth comb and small sections.
Okay. When should a woman go to a salon for help during that transition journey? Is that something you should do at the very beginning to know the steps? Or, I mean, you've done this a lot.
Right. I recommend it because style choice, product knowledge, even technique and tool can be very challenging. Transitioning to natural can be a lot of work and time consuming. And so it's always best to visit a hairstylist, do a consultation, and let them walk you through that journey so it's easy.
So just out of curiosity, do you see a lot of women give up because this is so difficult to do? And what would you say as a word of encouragement?
I would say be prepared. It takes about 2 years for you to fully transition into natural. And don't be discouraged. Like I said, visit a stylist that specializes in natural hair and let them help you through this journny.
Okay, and this is your conditioner.
Yes, this is
your
my product
own conditioner. And Hannah just told me that it's wonderful.
Yes,
so
it is.
why is it so helpful?
Well, I work with a lot of natural clients, but I also have clients that have chemically processed hair. And so my product line, which stands for Bold and Amazing Strands, is to encourage women to use a product line that's going to help to improve the integrity and the health of their hair.
Thank you so much for
You're
joining
welcome.
us.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Hannah, I think Hannah said she's coming for a curl consult.
I am, and I told her she has to tell me exactly what I need to do, and then she has to stay on me because discipline's not my biggest strength.
Really?
But yes.
I am shocked at that.
I know, we're all shocked, but I will see you guys soon.
Okay.